November 15th, 2025. Me and my bestie, who you might know from one of my previous videos, well, we bought tickets for this event called Philippine Design Fest in Pasay City in Manila. We got the passes for day 2 though, cause, well, unfortunately they sold out for the day 1 stuff, but anyway, pretty much this was a convention for graphic designers, entrepreneurs, illustrators, and, you know, etc. And because we're both artists, we had to go there, but also because it was our first time going by ourselves to Manila for, you know, experience. So we took the bus at 4:30 a.m. and arrived at the venue of Philippine Trade Center around 8 a.m. Now, fun fact, it was actually our second time visiting this building since our first time was back in our field trip in our college days. So after scanning our QR code from our entrance tickets, they immediately gave us this bracelet thingy, a username sticker, and a stamp guide, because apparently the booths can give you specific stamps to fill our objectives. So if we got 5 stamps, we automatically become part of this raffle for freebies. First thing that got our attention though was this gaming chairs right in the middle of the entrance with the theme of Naruto. And well, since we both are, you know, Naruto fans, of course we had to check it out. Discovered that TT Racing is the main sponsor of this whole event, and yeah, no wonder they're flexing it as the first thing you see in the entrance. And well, then a guy managing this booth, he approached us saying that we can take pictures sitting on the chairs as long as we can tag them on our socials, and in order to get the stamp for the gaming section. So here we go. While Kat was changing herself in the CR, I went to check the gaming section of the venue, because I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way. There was this mini game where if you reach enough points, you get random rewards like this water flask and Valorant guns. I tried and I won this Korean chocolate bar, which I'm eating right now. Very tasty, by the way. Oh yeah, they also had a free snack QR code, and we got some cheesy popcorn. Nice. Because we arrived so early, not every booth was officially open, so we just went for the available ones, with one of them being a graphic design, which apparently they were doing also a logo competition, and of course Kat joined because, you know, that's her specialty. After submitting, we followed their page and they let us draw our logos on their board, and in return we got our stamps in graphic design. Check. I think it was around 9 or 10 a.m, but the event was about to begin, or should I say beginning. It started off with this man named Mr. Paolo Tugano, who is into the clothing industry, and he gave a brief backstory of his and how he came up with his ideas and all for his brand design of Señoritos. And there was this part specifically where he shows that anything can be an idea, and showcase that he grabbed like real life texture of like rocks and implemented that on polos, and the output is pretty solid. Like, look at the texture drip. Sheesh. And not gonna lie, I wanted to buy one too at their booth, but I didn't have enough money, so damn it. Meanwhile, Kat, she did buy and even got the spin the wheel thingy for extra rewards. Yeah, I'm so jealous. The second speaker was Miss MM Seno, and she explained on how having fun in designing is something essential for peak creativity. Because if you're not having fun in creating something, then, you know, what's the point? After that, it was our lunch break, and we both ordered baksilog, which is, well, for non-Filipino viewers, is small bowl filled with rice, a sunny side up, and filled with bacon. On this part, me and Kat separated and explored other booths to fill out other stamp requirements. I don't know where she went, but on my case, because I'm a foodie, I ordered cream puffs for the dessert stamp and got a cafe shake, which completed my stamp guide. So while returning to my seat waiting for Kat, I was still kinda hungry, so yeah, I went for a second baksilog. It's too tasty, I had to. I feel like I can eat, I don't know, like 5 of them. The third speaker talked about how a design company works with the element of business, budget, and creativity. But after that, it was time for the grand finals of this web page design competition for TT Racing. And surprisingly, it was intense. It was so fascinating to watch these 3 finalists designing on the spot for like 1 hour, with a live commentary too. I could feel the pressure. The thing about the competition that was fun to watch was that the competitors had like 2 abilities that can freeze all the opponents or a specific one, which I didn't expect. That was so engaging. There was also a twist where we as the audience, we could be randomly selected to take over their laptops and being guided by them to finish up the website. And once finished, there was a small break time, and so we just roamed around, meet bunch of designers. They were so friendly, by the way, and even submitted our stamps, which allowed us to be part of the raffle. And at the end, we draw doodles on the main board, and of course, I had to draw something to represent my community. Later on, the fourth speaker, Mr. Malvin Depano, he narrates how his printing shop company works and the power to stand out as a personal brand. The last speaker, which got most of my attention actually, was Cess Olba, who's an animator and illustrator. And what I love about his art style is how goofy and cartoonish he looks, especially from his references too, which showcases that to get your style, you gotta practice and seek inspiration. At last, the event was over. They announced the winners of the webpage, which made all 3 contestants won a gaming chair with the top winning 2 monitor screens. Jeez. For us participating in the raffle, surprisingly, we both won something. Kat received a big mousepad of the Graphic Fest, and meanwhile me, I got a voucher, which is decent, except the only way to claim this is to be in person here in Manila. And you know how far is Manila from us? Too far. So I basically won useless papers. Congrats to me. I'd rather get, I don't know, like a can of Pringles or something. But overall, I did enjoy the event for our first time in Manila by ourselves. It was so fun. Will I go next year? I would love to if I have enough money. Anyway, thank you for watching our Manila trip. Wow!